think that's what
Okay.
kind of.
And this side is a little higher, a little raised. I don't know if that's a little more sensitive on that side, but it's interesting when you think you're laying flat,
Yeah.
but everybody has these angles,
Yeah.
and they're leaning, or one side is higher. It's weird to see a picture or a video of your own body laying on a table face down, because you don't see yourself in that angle.
Yeah.
So it's really strange. Like, that's not my body. That's not how my shoulder blades stick up.
Yeah. Oh no, I can already feel it. Like, and I have to mentally like catch myself and like reposition.
Yeah. I gotta do that too. So you said there was another clinic that has a massage therapist that.
So no,
comes
like
in?
our company, like this was months ago, but they have in the past like hired just like I don't know if he was like a traveling masseuse or what, but he would bring his chair, and I think they had a lady once too, but and they came to like our office, but we have 7 different offices.
Oh yeah.
7 or 8 different offices, and they would we had like a sheet. They'd be there for like 2, maybe 3 hours, and we had a sheet that we would like write our name on, and if you wanted to like, I think it was like a 7-minute massage or nothing, but you would sit on like the chair and like lean forward and.
Oh yeah, I hate those chairs.
Yeah.
I don't think any massage therapist really likes to do that long term.
No, that's why I'm pretty sure we only got 7 minutes, but
Yeah.
no, I'm just kidding, but yeah, that's what they were doing.
They're usually used for like marketing.
Yeah, like at events and stuff.
Yeah, which I'm kind of getting to the point where with massage therapy it's seasonal. So things start slowing down, and really it's people start changing their focus on themselves, and then you get holidays.
Yeah.
You start really spending money towards the end of the year, or they realize how short they are.
Yeah.
On money, so.
Yeah.
Kind of slows down, so I'm looking to get into some vendor events or
gyms
or clinics or whatever.
Yeah, change up your flow a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Do you do gift cards and stuff too?
I can. I haven't had the opportunity. Emotion.
So like I know like Clean Peach is doing a free giveaway. They're having like their 3rd year anniversary or something.
Okay.
And on October 30th, I think. They're like you can make like your own little basket or
stuff like that. I like to. It's all about who you know and getting plugged in, because once you start getting into the events, then you start figuring out the events, what's going on.
Yeah, my sister-in-law, they do a lot with the Legion here too. She is always doing something. But the Chamber of Commerce, like we signed up when I was helping my coworker or one of my colleagues. I helped her open up that Pearly White House teeth whitening bar, and then we joined the chamber, and they have a lot of good resources. And like
I just went to a networking meeting a couple days ago, and there was a Chambers lady from New Braunfels, and she said, you'll need to join, and she did kind of her sales speech thing. It's pretty high ticket.
Yeah, it's like $400, I think.
Yeah, but like you said, their resources, they put you on their website, advertisements, so.
Yeah, you get like a ribbon cutting. I mean, you have tickets to all their like mixers. I mean, it in the long term, if you think about what you get out of it, it's kind of. Oh, and then you get I think you get up to 6 free advertisements for the New Braunfels paper. It's like we could do 6. I think it's like gray and whites, but then you put it in the paper, and a lot of people, So.
We found a phone book in front of our house.
Yeah.
I'm like, no one uses phone book anymore.
I know.
No one uses newspaper anymore.
Yeah, you'd be surprised actually. What is it? The local New Braunfels paper?
Yeah.
The Gazette or whatever it is.
The Herald Zeitung.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's
that's the one. So when you join the chamber, you do get 6.
So within a year, they give you 6. Like,
you can use it.
Times.
Yeah, I think you have to do it within a week's amount, or like it's like you pick 2 weeks worth. So like you get like two weekdays and a weekend, and then you get the next week you get the other 2 weekdays and a weekend.
Yeah.
But she said that the amount of people they have on their Facebook page and the amount of people that actually, like a lot of elderly, and you'd be surprised like how many elderly still live in New Braunfels.
Yeah, it used to be kind of an older town, so a lot of older people, retired people used to come here.
Yeah, I mean, but she said a lot of them are still do read the paper.
Yeah.
Like businesses still sell it. And
I guess enough people are buying a newspaper for it to still be passed around. So.
Yeah.
I've never used it. I think my generation, we're not really used to using a newspaper or phone book, so it's kind of, I don't see it.
Right, because we're not looking for it, but yet there's still like 2 generations above us that still use it. You know?
Yeah. Gee.
I know, they're pretty bad.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how does that feel?
I mean, I know it's gonna feel great.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt.
And
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Okay.
Like, it hurts more when it rolls than, like, it's more, not hurts, it's like a, what is it?
Well, it's not comfortable.
Yeah, it's like a weird.
Isn't it weird? It's like hard to describe
it's
what's
like,
going on.
It doesn't feel great, it doesn't hurt.
A few more rolls. There it is. Yeah, once you get that break up, and it starts to get a little easier every time.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna see all those little pieces. Yeah, there we go.
Like that's it.
So strange. Now I can't pat anybody on the back anymore.
Why?
Just friends, because I feel stuff.
Oh.
Like, dang, I need to work on that. Or I just casually have my hand on someone's back or shoulder, and I start feeling, what is this? And I start rolling muscles. And
You're like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't help it.
That's funny.
Well, just like you might notice people's teeth a little bit more than usual.
Yeah, I try not to.
Yeah.
Thankfully, masks have helped a little bit, but, yeah. I really try not to.
I've been practicing what I preach. I've been seeing a chiropractor a little bit more regularly now.
Oh yeah? Where are you still going to Perry's?
I go to Perry every now and then,
Yeah.
but I'm also exploring different chiropractors mainly for the purpose of networking.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of strike up a conversation and go with them a few times and hand them a card and kind of share some of the just result stories that I have so that they can kind of see what I do and offer them some work after I see them a few times.
Yeah.
If they don't seem open to doing that, I'll just move to the next chiropractor because I want to partner with someone that's open-minded to share.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna get my chair. Yeah, so this teacher license thing, I've always liked being a teacher. So, and I want to be honest with myself, I'm not going to be doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
So, figured I'd start just looking at multiplying myself versus doing more work. So getting into teaching.
And what are you teaching? Massage therapy? Or?
Massage therapy. So eventually once I have my license, then I can start applying to either build or purchase a curriculum, like a CE course that I could teach, and people would complete it and they would get credits to keep their license.
That's cool.
And I could set my prices, which is nice. So I might, but I have to do either 100 hours of documented massage. I think it's 50 hours of footage, and which is a lot when you think of just like little tiny minute clips on. You gotta get a lot. So usually just recording as many full sessions as you can. I don't think we'll be able to record the whole thing, but it's always better than nothing. And then, or a year's worth of experience. So it's not that hard, but then you have to take the course and take the test, and that's a whole other thing.
Mm-hmm. Does it seem like it would be pretty hard?
No, not really. I don't think it'd be too hard.
Yeah.
I mean, you always have to know your stuff, but they're not testing you on anatomy.
Yeah.
It's because you're licensed already. You should already know that.
Right there. Yeah.
I think what they're trying to see is if you're professional enough, if you're punctual and honest, and you're a good teacher.
Yeah.
So there's interview process and stuff.
Gotcha.
It's fun, and I like doing that. This stuff is tight.
No, I'm not gonna like it.
It's not letting me in. That thing. You can do more when we're face up, but
Sure.
Sure, sit down and see what we got. Nice and loose.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. It's like normal knocking.
Yeah, my shoulder pops and well, I don't know if it's like a pop or what. If it's like muscle, sounds like it.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't a crack, so it wasn't a joint.
Yeah.
So it's
felt like it was more like a muscle that rolled over.
Yeah.
So I'm tight again.
So that it could be certain ligaments are too tight. If something's too tight, that means something's too weak.
Yeah.
And allowing that tightness to occur. So you get an imbalance, and that tendons and stuff, they have a groove to fit in.
Yeah.
And when that groove is, or the muscle's too tight, it kind of pops out of that groove. And in the worst case scenario, it could be really bad. Like in my case, I had the worst case scenario when I get that shoulder impingement, and they have to put that muscle back up on the shoulder. It's, oh my gosh. I'm reminded how all this feels. My feet are in the air.
You're like, no.
I don't cuss, but man. Sit down, go any time.
Yeah. I should go.
Very flexible shoulders, very. tend to fill your off days with just a bunch of errands?
Sometimes, yeah. Like this morning I had to go get blood drawn, and then Holton, our little guy, is going to PPCED now, so he's like half-day school kind of with elementary school.
Is it like preschool?
Kind of, yeah. So, because with his autism, he's qualified for like special needs with the school district. So we got him signed up for that. So he goes from the school bus comes and picks him up at like 10:30, and
Okay.
I know it's like.
How long are they there? Just a couple
He's
hours?
good to like 3. Yeah. So it's been great because then I have like a relaxed, and it's just me and Henry then at home. So
That's nice.
yeah, and then Hayden's the oldest is at school, the big school, and he's in 5th grade. So
Whoa.
I know.
I remember 5th grade. It was terrible.
I know. He's doing so good, but he has ADHD, so we're trying to figure out his meds right now, and he.
That's hard balance.
Yeah, he did really good the last 3 years on this dosage that he's been on, but he grew a lot this last summer, and I think it's wearing off too quick now. So we need to get an assessment done.
It's not lasting the whole school day.
No, well, and then we didn't have insurance for the longest time, so we just did the generic version of the one he's been on.
Yeah.
So he had to take it twice a day instead of the extended release. So, but now I just got the boys on insurance, so we're gonna see if.
That's expensive. I was
It's
looking into that.
ridiculous. It's $800 a
Oh my
month
god.
for just us, for me and the boys. I felt
Wow.
terrible because I told my husband, I was like, it's either you or the kids.
Yeah.
I can't pay for everybody. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It would be almost $1,000 a month for all of us.
Yeah, Sarah has good insurance through the school district.
Yeah.
But to add me on the health insurance, it would be the other half of her paycheck.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
just ridiculous.
So I have dental and eye, but health insurance, I
Yeah.
don't know. I wonder if there's something through massage therapy.
I know there are individual plans.
Yeah.
There was the one. It's not a ministry type version one, but it's if you're overall pretty healthy.
Yeah,
There's-
that's me. I hardly ever.
Yeah, there's one that you can sign up for where it's almost not a profit sharing, but I'm trying to think of the name. Where basically a group of people sign up for this plan, and if somebody needs something, then this pool of money that people put in, it's interesting how it works, but.
Well, I guess that's how insurance
I mean,
works, but
yeah.
on a small scale.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
I mean, it's pretty much for if you need it, it's there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Which is kind of what insurance. I mean, as long as you're overall pretty healthy, which a lot of us think younger
Majority of us,
people
I
are.
think, are,
Yeah. You know. So, knock on wood, my husband's always been pretty healthy, so we never had insurance, and.
Yeah, we climb trees, ate dirt, and got spanked. So
right,
we're
pretty
doing
much,
fine.
yeah. Pretty much.
That's
so.
a secret to health.
Yeah, pretty much. So. Yep. That's why I let my boys play in the dirt and eat their burgers and.
And boys is a whole other thing too. I mean, they're gonna do that regardless.
I know.
My our neighbor has a girl and a boy, and the girl is a few years older than Daisy, but they play well together.
Yeah.
And Mom is so overprotective. We thought Sarah was overprotective, but man, this mom is really. Sarah's like, wow, I feel completely loose in my parenting style because she doesn't want them walking through the dirt.
Oh my
And
goodness.
don't climb that tree. What?
Yeah.
What is that?
I mean, I guess if she's worried they're gonna get hurt and she can't afford it or
I
something,
don't know. There's a lizard in the bounce house we had. There's a little gecko, clear,
Yeah,
clear little-
yeah, those are fun to play
Stay away
with.
from the lizard, it might bite you.
Oh no.
Might be poisonous.
That's when she's not educated is a problem.
Yeah, and I said, there's no lizard around here. That's like Africa
Yeah.
and Australia.
Yeah.
We get.
I tell Henry to go pick it up.
Yeah.
We had an alligator lizard the other day in our backyard, and its tail was alligator
I
lizard.
never heard of that.
They're bigger than geckos, and they have almost they look like a horny-toed lizard,
Yeah.
but they don't have the frill.
Weird.
They're just a thicker.
I have not seen that.
Yeah, I have a picture of it.
That's fun.
But he lost his tail, and so his tail was cut off, and it was all stubby,
Yeah.
and so he kept running under this flower pot, and me and Henry were trying to catch it, and I was like, Henry, come on, you gotta get it, and
That's good stuff. That's good parenting.
Yeah, I mean,
That's awesome.
I don't like catching them, but
Yeah.
he was injured, so I felt like it was safe. So I just picked him up by his tail, and he didn't go anywhere. But.
Well, my wife used to clip the green ones on her ears like earrings.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. The quicker ones are not as, I don't know. But it was cool because his toes were kind of suction cups,
Oh, that's kind of fun, sticky.
Yeah, so he would stick to things as you're trying to peel them off. And
So is this shoulder crunchy too, where you get that kind of?
It's not as bad. It's usually this one, and I think it's just because of the ankle I have it in, like all day long. What I need to do is just do my cleaning standing up.
Well, that's
and not be half hunched over.
Would that mean you're looking down at a sharper angle or more lower back?
Yes and no. Probably it would be more hip and lower back issues, but I can raise the chair up to like my waist area, so it's like I don't know, it's like a happy medium. It's like, do I suffer from my upper back and neck hurting or lower back?
Pick your poison.
Seriously. But I do catch myself if I'm standing, not as shoulder like hunched. You know, like I feel more relaxed when I'm cleaning. And I can move around easier.
Let's see. Let's get some. Not too many cups, but there's a few spots I wanted to get to. There we go. That shoulder's all up in your ear. That shoulder was all up in your ear.
It felt comfortable. That's what I mean.
Looked like he fell from a building. I have a security camera on Daisy when she's sleeping, and every now and then I'll glance in her room, and last night she was laying sideways in her bed.
Yeah.
And it looked like she fell from a building. It was really funny looking.
That's fun. Yeah, my Henry, my 4-year-old, does that all the time. Sometimes he'll, like, if we're watching TV downstairs and he'll fall asleep early on the couch. That kid rolls around so much.
That thing. We broke it up pretty good on both sides. So when we finish up with stretching, I think that will kind of finish it off.
Right.
We got one more. Kind of do an alternating pattern. It's kind of interesting how the body likes zigzag patterns.
Well, I learned that, I think it was chiropractor, or maybe it was with all the massages I've had over the years, but like how your body will compensate muscle-wise.
Oh yeah.
You know, how like if one side's lower, it'll raise up the other side.
Yeah, you can follow that pattern with exercise science as well, where the body likes that contralateral work.
Yeah.
So doing things opposite, or doing things on one side first, and then on the other. I like to do that opposite stuff.
Interesting how your body does things to make up for how it tries to heal itself, you know.
It has a mind of its own. It doesn't really work well.
Right.
Like, you have to intervene a lot. Like, no, we're not doing that. Hamstring's jumping a little bit.
I know, sorry.
No, it's all good. You have some, were you aware of hamstring stuff?
Yeah, I always have tight hands. And I don't know why. Is it just because my glutes are, like, so if your glutes are tight, then does it travel down to your hamstrings? Or is it the other way around?
I think from what I've seen, I don't really correlate tighter glutes with hamstring stuff. If your glutes are tight, you're more likely to have...
Those are sore today too. I'm like, oh.
We're more likely to have knee problems and weird walking gait with glute issues.
Gotcha.
Doesn't necessarily affect the hamstrings too much. The hamstrings affect or can come from the pelvis, pelvic tilt.
Yeah.
So it can come from a weaker core. Hamstrings will allow it to tighten up because the core you know,
That makes
psoas,
sense.
posture, lower back.
Those are so sore. I'm like,
Most people don't know that their hamstrings are gonna be bad.
Yeah, no, I'm usually used to, well, not used to, but I have had a history with my hamstrings.
This feels like it's such a big area. Let's go ahead and let's put that cup on there. It'll be nice on the first couple of runs. It's a little dry.
But yeah, that was the main reason why I bought the silicone cup I have at home.
Yeah.
Was to try to help my hamstrings, but I honestly forget I have it. I don't feel my hamstrings until I rub
No,
them.
yeah, that's the thing. Well, and that's the thing. So like whenever if you have good hamstrings, you're probably, it's easier to hold a good posture.
Yeah.
Your back is not gonna ache. Now when you have bad hamstrings, you don't really feel your hamstrings.
Yeah.
You feel the results of the bad hamstrings.
That makes sense.
So most people don't know
But their hamstrings.
that it's the hamstring that's causing those pains and aches.
That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna keep that there. We're going to open close the knee all the way, and you can squish that till you find open close. Go ahead and give me 10.
And it's weird because I can feel it in my knee, like as I go down.
Fine. Last one. 10. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. So the hamstring attachments down here, it's gonna affect how that knee is. So you can kind of tell how knee pain can be quad or hamstring issues.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. Weird sensation.
Feels good though.
It is strange.
It's like you're lifting the muscle up and like stretching it.
Yeah.
It feels great.
Pretty much. A lot of therapists get fixated too much on cups, but they do things that our hands can't do. So tools help, but they're not the only thing.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's always tighter than that. Oh.
Sometimes it's hard to tell if this is lower back or glute because they kind of attach around the same area.
Yeah. I'd say it's both. Does feel more good though, like.
Yeah. Well, they glute.
Or hip flexors are in the front, right?
Yeah. Hip flexors, they're gonna be kind of the hip bone.
Yeah, like around the wrap around the.
Yeah, upper quad, and then the psoas. And if we need to get to the psoas, we can do that.
Yeah.
And if we have, we're doing an hour. If we
Yeah,
have time
those.
to stretch.
Well, I don't know if we can do this because I had what was it on
I can
2
still do
weeks
half an
ago? Well, 2 weeks ago I had endometrial ablation done.
Okay.
So I had laparoscopic surgery done, like on my like he went through my belly button.
Yeah.
And my my C-section area.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that will.
Yeah, probably. How long ago was that?
Like 2 weeks, if that.
Did you ask specifically if you were cleared for massage? That's kind of a
I mean, I had a
specific
post
question.
up on Monday.
Okay. Probably not.
Okay.
No, so if the, I mean,
I mean, they said I was able to go back to work and everything right away, like 2 days after.
yeah, it's not, it's
I
just,
don't know.
it's deep in the skin and pressure
Yeah.
and pushing and stuff. It's, I don't want to mess with any deeper healing that's still going on
Yeah.
just yet. And the psoas isn't something we have to get to, so
Yeah.
it's a easy pass.
Yeah. Like, I figured the other muscles were okay.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I don't know.
What is this? You're not a high heel wearer, are you?
No. I'm terrible at wearing it.
Me too.
That's good
I
to
don't see how
know.
anybody.
No drag in the in the side.
No. Yeah, what different than the other one?
I think, I don't know, is it because I do use this leg a lot for the foot pedal at work.
Oh.
Oh my god. Woo. It's like when it hurts so much, it's like you don't want to touch it, but you know, like if you don't do anything with it, it's just gonna like
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah. That's about. That's good. Kind of flicking that muscle around. There's a lot for the fascia. It's good. Good to hear.
I don't think this hamstring as sore. It's like it's opposite of each other. It's like the calf is more,
Yeah, that's normal.
and then the ham. Yeah, because this hamstring, I hardly feel at all.
I'm not there yet.
Oh, damn it. Okay,
This is
never
just the
mind.
pressure.
I spoke too soon.
This is just the squeeze.
Okay, just kidding.
Good. People talk too
Yeah.
quickly. And like, oh, my hamstring. I don't feel anything in my hamstring. I'm good.
You're like, no, just wait.
And they get on there and like, oh no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
You're like, I said I was good. It's like the hardest part is like you want to relax, but it's like I don't know how to relax.
I am the worst at it because years of martial arts, people hurting me, I want to fight back or guard myself. So my reflex is to tighten up when something hurts, and it hurts.
Yeah.
So I'm known for clenching my butt. That's my thing. Yeah, that thing. It's not as yeah. Let's get that cup on there because that's keep it too sensitive. I don't want to keep poking it, but then
I'll hit you
But
way
then,
more.
yeah, it needs to be broken up. Oh, there you go. All right, so go ahead and bring that knee up and down. Good, good. had a few people recently. It's kind of strange.
Mm-hmm.
Several different people asking just for cupping. I honestly don't really know how to do an only cupping. I don't really know what that means yet.
There was one lady who, like, before I ever did cupping, like, that was how I did it. That was all she did was the cupping. She just placed a whole bunch, like, throughout my whole entire body.
I guess I need to get more cups.
Yeah, she had like a big kit, and she was over off of, you know where MacDo's is?
Yeah.
It was like right down the street, and it was like a little house.
Oh, on Mill Street? I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's where she was, but she was like renting a room at that little house. But,
yeah. I think if it's in the old little white house with like a front porch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was a chiropractor assistant there.
Okay.
When it was back for life.
Yeah. Oh, that's a cute one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what she did a little bit of massage, but like you kind of just sat there with like she would put a bunch of cups on you and then like walk out. Yeah. I'm serious. It was just, you lay there and it was probably the easiest job she had.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you should charge less.
Yeah, I don't think she cost, it was like maybe $90 for like an hour, or I don't know how much it was, but it wasn't, I think I did it like once or twice, and then after I realized how many spots I had, and my husband was like, what the hell? I was like, okay, maybe.
That can't be helped.
Yeah. And I didn't feel like it really, I mean, it did stuff, but it didn't, you know.
Yeah. It's going to flip on over. Let's do that. We worked on the IT bin last time, a little bit with that cupping, if you remember.
Oh,
How did that feel?
I think okay. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah.
So you kind of tend to remember your own people you work on more than what was done to you.
Yeah.
When I'm getting that chiropractic work, I'm trying to stay aware of like what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I want to. Sorry, that's really bright.
Oh, that's good.
I want to know, and I'm trying to pay attention and just overthink it. So they tell me to lay on my back. I'm like, where's my back? I lay on my stomach. And no, your back. The other side of the table.
I knew that.
I feel really dumb trying to spin around. And I'm sure they get that from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
The simple commands.
Yeah, it's like when we have patients, okay, turn towards me, or turn to your right, and then they turn the other way.
Yeah, the other right.
Yeah, yeah. Like, oh, yeah.
That's pretty good flexor.
Yeah. I'm like trying not to tense up. I'm like,
almost break out in sweats because you're focusing so hard.
I'm like, I pay you to beat me up, kid.
Isn't it strange? I had this one client, she benefited more from just the stretching. So we were doing about 6 weeks of once a week deep tissue, and she was a personal training client, so I would get to her house twice a week and train her, and Saturday mornings would do deep tissue.
Yeah.
And kind of felt bad, kind of didn't, because she wanted deep tissue. And she eventually said, it's just wearing me out. I feel like crap all day from that, because she's very verbal, or not verbal, but vocal with things that hurt or feel good.
Oh, I gotcha.
So it's like we're filming something in there sometimes, and a little too much.
Yeah, gotta cut that out.
Yeah. So we eventually decided to just do stretching. That was really cool. So she did yoga and Pilates on our off days.
Yeah.
And then we did pretty intense stretching Saturdays, and that seemed to really fix her posture. Yeah, it was really amazing.
Huh.
It's really cool. So her chiropractor asked for my number.
Yeah.
So that was, I don't know, feels like you're getting called to the principal's office sometimes when a doctor asks for your contact information.
What did you do?
Yeah. He did ask me for my methods, and I was like, well, I'm just doing stretching. And he said, well, good job. Do that. That's neat. This is light.
Yeah. Yeah, it hurts.
Foam rolling is nicer than this.
Yes.
So if you don't like this, you like that.
I
And
remember.
it doesn't always have to hurt. That's a nice thing. So it's not like this will always be this painful.
Yeah.
First time I remember rolling out my T-band, man, only a few rolls and I'm done. I'm breaking out sweats because it hurts so bad.
Yeah.
But today I can roll out my T-band and I'm totally side plank, feet off the ground, going up and down, going to town on that, and it's not that bad. Yeah. I want to get a few more in the line there. Just don't go home with these on your legs. It'll be a little pinchy, like always, but it should start to settle down. Fun spot. So you were saying we're still doing the hour?
Yeah, well, I mean, you can do an hour and a half.
I can do an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I'm scheduled for that, and I am available for that. So if you're okay,
if there's more you feel like can help.
I'll just go to. Yeah, that's really fine. Catching yourself holding your breath almost.
I know. Like it doesn't hurt the first couple of like rubs, and then it's like you get deeper. It's like
Yeah. Yeah. Cups on there as well. Relax all of that.
Yeah, sorry. I'm like,
Yeah.
Like you have to re-massage my back because
I know.
I'm just kidding.
That's gonna talk a little bit.
Yep, they're definitely talking.
Just putting the cups on those.
Sorry, I just got
I know.
I don't think ibuprofen and Tylenol working. It's not happening.
Painkiller,
That make it
muscle
worse.
relaxer. What would make it worse?
If you have ibuprofen or Tylenol, like before massage.
They've said don't take muscle relaxers or painkillers.
Okay.
Blood thinner is okay.
Yeah.
Though high doses may make you bruise a little more.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. I've never heard that.
It's probably just because
I'll get those arms out.
Oh yeah.
Good. Fun stuff. Armpit. So we'll try to loosen up. So when we're having stress in the traps, two things going on. The traps will tighten up because of just psychological stress. That's kind of like naturally tighten up to protect our neck.
Yeah.
It's kind of a fight or flight system. So that's natural. And then since that muscle's just always getting tighter and tighter and it's on, that will tighten up.
Yeah.
But on the other side, the traps can be losing the battle to a stronger muscle. So you think of what the shoulders do, they elevate. The opposite muscle of elevation is depression, so the lats are an assister to depression of the shoulders. So the lats are the issue. So focusing on stretching the lats and pec minors, door jam, and arm up on the wall.
Yeah, I've been doing those at work.
Good. And of course, rolling your neck.
Yeah.
But long-term effect of those lats being tight is those traps are gonna.
Oh, I see. The traps will become tighter.
Yeah. I feel how this side is a lot tired.
Yeah, I saw 15 patients yesterday.
Hey.
14 the day before, and 7 the day before.
Yeah, we'll start to have a day off to recover from work.
Well, and that's why we normally don't work like that, like 3 days in a row. Like our head hygienist of the company doesn't really like us to, or allow us to really like us to work.
I think
Just because it is a lot on our bodies, but every once in a while, if we switch a shift or it's allowed, but we're not allowed. That's not allowed to be our schedule. It's 3 days in a row. We can work 2 and then have a day off, but we can't do really. We're not supposed to do the 3. I wasn't having as much wrist pain as I did last time. That went away.
Okay, good.
Forearm and wrist.
Good.
I haven't felt any of that.
It's good to release this area up here. Up and down. And this doesn't have to be that sensitive, so it's just your own doing your own homework.
Yeah.
Stretching, foam rolling.
It's actually not as bad as it had been in the past.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And it's hard to realize that, recognize. Oh, I remember last time.
Yeah.
The first time.
I was like, what the?
Yeah. Yeah. That's everybody. I don't know what number one, but I think that's good. Cool. Kind of move that around and loosen it up, see how it feels.
Yeah.
Very nice. Cool. Shoulder blade. Assume the position.
That one though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Find my happy place.
There you go. Real high up, reaching that wall. Yeah. And that's that lat that was just so tight, it's coming up around. 3 more.
You smiley faces on the ceiling or something. Like something happy to look at while we're being tortured on this.
Or a mirror.
Oh,
See
so
what
we
you're.
can see how much pain we're
Really 70s. Creepy.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
I remember one of the first houses my family moved into here in New Braunfels when I was 5. I just remember this because it was just so odd. It was an old house, so there's carpet on the wall. Like, why is there? Who puts carpet on? Who puts carpet in the bathroom?
Oh,
There was carpet around the toilet. Like, what?
Yeah.
And then there was a mirror on the ceiling above the master bedroom.
Everything was shut.
It's like Austin Powers house. And I remember asking my parents, why would you dress in bed? And my dad was like, it's not for dressing. And I didn't.
You're like,
I just remember
okay,
that.
Okay,
like, what a weird place to put him here.
That's funny. Why would you dress in bed?
Yeah.
In case you want to make sure you look good.
So this was the shoulder that knocks more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, like it rolls off. Yeah. Like it pops more.
Yeah. It doesn't hurt. It just feels weird.
It doesn't hurt. I can feel it's more tight, like when you're putting pressure. Like I can feel it more for sure.
Does it ever like shoot any nerve pain or anything down?
No, not really. Not that I noticed. It's just more like it stems from like back here to like here.
So you feel like whenever it does do that, does it shoot up to the trap?
Yeah.
Or okay,
Yeah.
it goes upwards.
Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does.
Yeah.
And so like we have these grooves in our bone, and then the tendon should sit right there.
Yeah.
So sometimes they'll go.
Yeah.
Or it'll go. Like
Yeah, that's what I feel like it does. Yeah.
Or there's several muscles fighting for a groove, and you hit.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of going over, and there's the vacuum, and it can click or crack, and that sliding will make a noise sometimes.
Gotcha. Almost like a synovial joint type.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
totally.
with ligament attached.
Yeah, and there's a tremendous amount of pressure vacuum in a joint. It's pretty amazing. And if the vacuum wasn't there, it would just fall apart. So you gotta get that vacuum. So anytime there's muscles that are too loose, they don't roll right over just the right way, or they don't stay there with tension when they're moving like this.
Yeah.
So when you're doing curls and that notch, the bicep groove, if it's too loose or it's too tight, dominating, or it might really pull over. That hurts. Yeah. My shoulder does that. So I get it.
Gotcha.
I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's only like, and I can sometimes like at work, if I feel it tight, I can like push it up and roll it around, you know? But,
okay.
all the way up this one?
Yeah. Gotta dial in into the right one.
Sure.
One that hurts the best.
Right. Thanks.
Is that knocking happening in that shoulder that's
Yeah, I can feel it right here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Like, can you hear it?
Yeah, I feel it. 3 more. Nice. Yeah, kind of moves that around, see how it feels. So, when we're pinning down that pec minor and then we're moving the shoulder around, that notch in there and how that pec minor attaches.
Yeah.
We're moving it around. There's something going on, so it's like a ligament. I feel like it's a ligament that's.
Because I can feel it like behind. It's like not in my shoulder, but it's like I don't know.
Yeah, I believe you. I get it.
Like the rotator cuffs up here, right? So
well, I mean they come like this. Or rotator cuffs go
so
around.
they go. I know there's a lot of crisscross in that area.
Yeah. So we're looking from the backside. We're looking at the supraspinatus and the infraspinatus. Infraspinatus is on the shoulder blade. Supraspinatus is under that trap, and the supraspinatus goes under that AC joint through that loop, and then attaches right here. So if it's further back,
yeah, because I do feel like sometimes I'll massage this out area, like right there.
I would say that's more the infraspinatus or the teres minor.
Yeah, because this always gets sore right here. I'll always like, and there'll be days like where just my muscles just hurt, you know?
Yeah, but it's probably tired because it's overworking. It's probably supporting too much because there's tension in the front, that's too weak to support it. So there's this battle.
That makes sense.
So yeah, and in
so
a way,
just strengthen my core and work out and
yeah, change your whole lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow, this one really. Oh.
Let's do this.
It's like it feels so good, but
I know. Yeah.
It's okay. After a couple, it's like okay.
I haven't had anybody do this to me.
Oh really?
I haven't found
you want
anybody
me
that
to
can do it.
I can.
I know.
I'll help. I think I got it by now.
I tried to explain to my wife, like, please, I need this.
I'm sure I could do it.
I don't want to hurt you. Yeah, you do.
Oh no.
2 more.
I did. I think I tried husband to show him the lat muscle the
Yeah.
first time he did it.
Oh my god.
Oh, I did it to a coworker for sure the other day, and I was like, "Yeah, just feel this muscle right here." And she was like, "Oh," I was like, "Yeah."
That's cool. So biofreeze.
Sure.
Okay, clean that hair up.
Oh.
There we go. I have such a large tube of this biofreeze stuff, and I always forget the name. I'm about to say it, I forget it. It's Voltran.
Oh yeah.
I think Voltron.
Vultures. Yeah, both. Yeah, that works too.
Yes, the smell.
I know. I always feel bad because I have like this Focus like essential oil rub. That's like I think it's like eucalyptus, peppermint, and like something else that I use at work. You can get it like well, it was from HEB. I don't know if they still have it, but and I'll put it like under my mask. But I'll feel like sometimes it like is so strong even that it comes out the mask.
Well, open your sinuses.
It really, yeah.
We put peppermint and sometimes eucalyptus and what was it, lavender in Daisy's diffuser in the room before night, because she's been dealing with these allergies for a whole week.
It's terrible right now.
I'm fine, but there's
something.
Everybody's sick.
Yeah, we went not last week or the week before, but 2 weeks before that. There was whatever's going around. I got the second round of it because me and Henry and Holton had it, and then like a month before, and then Bo's co-workers were sick at work but still showing up.
Yeah. And
they're like, we're not too sick to work type of thing, you know?
Yeah, allergies suck, but you're not really, it's not contagious.
It wasn't like allergies though. I'm pretty sure it was a different strand of COVID going around. I felt like nobody had fevers, like no one was like knocked out, but it was like you had like one whole day where your body was just so tired and like your body ached and
the body aches as viral.
Yeah, which we knew it was something viral, but and then you had like this like mucus that just would not loosen up. Like it was like just thick, like in your nose would run, but it would like sit, like it was just thick. But I actually went and got tested and everything came back negative, and he was like, it's just a really bad sinus infection, but I don't know, we just had to let it run its course. And
yeah, that's the thing with viral things, you can't really do anything except help with the symptoms.
Yeah, we just did a lot of Vicks and hot showers and neti pots.
Oh, neti pot.
That's the best.
I've done that once.
Really?
Oh.
I love them. I do my shower all the time. Especially with allergies. They actually did a study where if you keep your sinus cavities rinsed, like it reduced your chances of getting COVID, like
I'm sure.
By a lot.
Dang.
Because it starts in your upper respiratory. That's why I kept getting like my headache for sure was like in that area, like muscle related. And I don't know if it's like SCM related or
this splenus capitis. If it's on the muscle, it could be fascia between and just kind of irritating everything.
Yeah.
But definitely splenus capitis, levator, behind the SCM, just all that stuff that would cause
like the tension, because it's like on the right side and I would go up and over like to my right eye.
Okay, so let's get some.
But I know like when I was stretching it did help.
too crazy.
Mhm.
This might leave like for a couple hours like a rash look, kind of red,
Mhm.
splotchy, and that's if in the future you get to scraping.
Mhm.
That's when you know it's working and you're doing hard enough,
Mhm.
or that's the area you need it in, is
Mhm.
when it starts to turn into a red splotchy rash.
Gotcha. Yeah, like right there is like where it kind of.
You feel that bump, the notch.
Yeah.
It's like a little P under there.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'll take up my biofreeze roller at home and I'll just like
Nice.
go back and forth over that, or like I'll just find the knot and like hold pressure, on it.
Yeah, it's all useful things. I think people aren't used to rubbing themselves and touching and massaging.
I tried. It's just hard to find. Do it yourself.
Yeah, and the angle, I get it. Like the angle,
Yeah.
it's like stretching yourself. I mean, you can stretch yourself, but to have someone else do it, you can be relaxed while they do all the work.
Yeah.
So I get that. Down a little bit. It's not as sharp, but it's still that little thing. I don't want to poke it too much.
Yeah, I can feel it, although it's like the base of my
Here?
Yeah, a little bit
Is
lower.
it more?
Yeah, it's like right there. Yeah.
That thing.
Yeah, right the corner,
Yeah.
Yeah, like right there. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so I want you to kind of roll your head back and forth. Yeah, not too far.
Oh yeah.
Just all the way right there and coming back to that right there. Just a little tiny. Just one. Good. There's this cool tool that looked like a walnut or pecan cracker. The two legs kind of squeeze together. It looks like that, but it's for the neck, and it has these soft, detachable tennis ball things that you can set them in different positions, and they're harder or softer. And you just use that nutcracker thing on your neck, and it rolls up and down, and it looks pretty genius. I was like, wow.
Have you tried it or no?
No, I haven't. It's been on those like cheesy commercials on Facebook.
Oh,
of,
yeah.
What I wish
It's a work,
products.
Yeah. Yeah.
Falling off.
Yeah, I felt like.
Totally fine. And sometimes that's a good sign that the fascia is released for enough of the flesh to come up under the cup to release that pressure.
Gotcha.
That's good.
Good.
Was it the very bottom? Like the knee, closest to the knee?
I think so. Hard to tell.
Yeah. I put a tiny one.
Not the top one, but the lower end. I think it's actually the middle one.
I wasn't expecting to find anything on the balance side. Our body's not symmetrical at all, so it's always one side and not the other.
Yeah, I can feel that. And it's weird how when you like are massaging, I can feel all the way down into like the top of my shoulder.
Cool. Yeah. Well, this is a scalene, and that's the furthest back one, and it attaches to that first rib in the front, but it innervates a lot of nerves that has to do with the shoulder blade and ulnar nerve, stuff like that. So yeah.
That's crazy how long those muscles are.
Yeah, because you think of it just attaching here and stopping here.
You're
but
like,
they go,
what the hell?
they go all the way down to here. This
Like,
one is
dang.
about that long.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense. Okay. go and turn your head a little to the left and real far to the right. Yep, closing the teeth. Just back and forth, back and forth.
Oh, I'm like, do you want me to say it right?
I was like, you're doing your thing. You're enjoying the torture.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah, when people start stripping their muscles slowly, I'm like, I guess you like it. They don't know they can go faster. I guess I don't give that option.
Yeah, thanks. You left that little part of.
Yes, 3 more. 2, 3. Yep. So remember that bed sheet stretch where you put it over and
yes,
turn away?
I was actually thinking of that as I was in the car, and I was like doing that with my neck. Obviously, mine is the bed sheet, but like with my headache. Actually, I was doing that yesterday too when I had. Well, anytime I get a headache, I do that.
Good. It'll be interesting when we go to the other side to see how that little not pea thing behaves with this.
I feel like pulling on my shoulder.
Oh yeah. Something pop. Cool. Whatever. I mean, I'm meant to do that.
Didn't hurt.
Good. A little traction.
Like relax.
Yeah, it's hard to get back to flopping. Well, after those kind of stretches, people realize they can drop the shoulders even further. It's like a whole other level of relaxing.
Yeah.
Good. And if this bothers your side of your neck or ears or anything, let me know.
I actually have one of these at home that hangs from the doorknob.
Yeah.
It's called a neck hammock.
Yes.
Actually, when the first time I got it, I put it on the door. And
Did someone open the door?
they did, but thankfully it was on the other door.
Oh.
But I had fallen asleep. And my son, my oldest son, was like, "What the hell, Mom?" Like, he's like, "You were sleeping." I was like, "Oh, I guess I
I
was."
have no idea.
Yeah, I guess I was relaxed. Because it just takes all that tension off.
It really does. That decompression. It's kind of like the, what they call it, a tipsy-turvy table or whatever, the inversion table,
Yeah, oh yeah.
that kind of thing.
Have you ever used one of those?
Yes.
Are they good for you? Like,
I've heard great things about them. I think they can be like anything used irresponsibly, too long. You can misdiagnose or self-diagnose yourself. Like, oh, I need an inversion table, and it's the worst thing.
Like, what do they just get all the, like, gravity-wise, basically, just takes a little weight off of everything, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing like this traction. It's just you strap your ankles in, and it hangs you upside down like a bat.
Yeah.
And it does. It supposedly takes off the pressure off your spine and all that stuff. All right. Cool. We had plenty of time to stretch once we're up and clothed and everything.
We just have my cups still.